Access restored at Blind Creek after a year of disruption. The reopening of the main lot follows months of delays that pushed visitors beyond legal boundaries and into avoidable enforcement. By Evan Nix. After months of delays, detours, and rising frustration, the main parking area at Blind Creek Beach has finally reopened according to the Treasure Coast Naturists. The reopening restores direct access to one of Florida's few publicly recognized clothing-optional beaches, after a closure that stretched for much of the past year, with county estimates repeatedly slipping from late 2025 into early 2026. In a recent update to members, Treasure Coast Naturists, which has been in regular contact with county officials throughout the process, confirmed the parking lot is open. For regulars, the reopening ends a long and messy stretch in which access problems at Blind Creek helped push some visitors north toward Little Mud Creek, where nudity is not permitted and where a series of arrests last fall brought unwanted national attention to the beach. It also arrives at the start of sea turtle nesting season, which runs from March 1st through November 15 in St. Lucie County. Beachgoers are being asked to avoid marked nests, stay clear of posted areas, and fill in any holes they dig in the sand before leaving. The parking project has been a moving target for months. Treasure Coast Naturists newsletters show that beachgoers were being told as far back as late 2024 that work on the parking area was expected to begin around the end of December or the beginning of January. By fall 2025, the main lot was closed for what became an extended reconstruction effort. Early county estimates pointed to a reopening around December 1, 2025. That date slipped into early January, then later January, then March. At one point, TCN said county staff had cited unexpected electrical problems as the reason for further delays. The prolonged closure has been more than just an inconvenience. It's changed how people moved through the beach. With the main lot out of service, some visitors began using the Little Mud Creek access point to the north and then walking south toward the designated clothing-optional area. That northern access route sat outside the legal nude zone, and the resulting confusion proved costly. In October 2025, sheriff's deputies arrested 6 people near Little Mud for being nude outside the designated area. 2 more arrests followed later that week. The cases drew a burst of lurid coverage after the sheriff's office posted mugshots online, even though there were no allegations of lewd conduct. All 8 cases were later dismissed. Treasure Coast Naturists, which has worked with county officials since 2014 and helped secure Blind Creek's official clothing-optional designation in June 2020, repeatedly warned beachgoers during the closure to stay within the designated boundaries and not cut through the construction zone. The group also helped connect some of those arrested with legal support. In later updates, TCN noted that under Florida law, simple nudity without sexual intent is not a crime. Still, the arrests exposed how fragile the beach's hard-won stability can be when access shifts and visitors misread the boundaries. That history is part of why the reopening is important, as it restores the normal path into a beach that has become one of the most important naturist gathering places in the state. Blind Creek's rise has been unusually organized by Florida standards. TCN has spent years building relationships with county officials, promoting beach stewardship, and supporting its Beach Ambassador program. In public materials and planning discussions, the group has argued that Blind Creek's naturist use is not incidental, but one of the main reasons the shoreline draws visitors from around Florida and beyond. Before the beach received formal county backing, Blind Creek had long been used informally by naturists. Since 2020, it has stood out as one of the rare places in Florida where that use has been clearly sanctioned at the local level. The rebuilt South Lot is also part of a larger county investment in the site, including paved parking and upgraded facilities. TCN has argued that the improvements reflect the county's recognition that Blind Creek is no marginal stretch of sand, but a major public amenity with economic and recreational importance. For now, though, the more immediate message is practical. Beachgoers returning to Blind Creek should use the reopened main lot, remain within the designated clothing optional section, and give extra care to the shoreline during turtle nesting season. Marked nests should not be disturbed, and even shallow holes in the sand can create hazards for hatchlings and other visitors. After a year of closures and confusion, Blind Creek has its front door back, and just in time for spring break.
We hope you're enjoying Planet Nude. If so, please consider a paid subscription. Your membership comes with exclusive content and supports our work. Subscribe at www.planetnude.co.